I finished my reread of Practice Makes Perfect, but we're gonna talk about that later, okay? Loved it, absolutely obsessed. But I need to talk about this book because I picked this up, honestly, not even expecting, like, I thought it'd be a good, cute, fun read. I'm like 9 chapters in and I am obsessed. Like, I don't know the last time that a book has made me feel this much this quickly. Like, I'm already so invested. I'm so obsessed. I love them. I literally like went to bed wanting to read this and like wanting to wake up just so I could read it. So in love with the characters, so in love with like her writing style. It's definitely giving like Lynn Painter, Sarah Adams vibe in my opinion. I'm so obsessed. It's so cute. Also just like great vibes, like so cute, but the relationship is everything to me. Like, I love it and I just want to like know what happens, and I just want to know that they're like happy and in love. And if you need a good book with like yearning too, definitely read this. It's so good. I don't even know what else to say, but basically in this book you're following Daniela, or Daisy. Her middle name's Daisy. I am going to call her Daisy because that's in my mind that's her name, but they call her like Danny or Daniela throughout the book as well. But basically you're following Daisy, and her senior year of high school, she admitted to her longtime best friend and crush that she was in love with him, and then he didn't like reciprocate the feelings. He kind of rejected her, and so she's been like brokenhearted for the past 4 years. And then she runs into him and they end up fake dating. There's a lot going on. There's kind of like wedding scenery. It's just like cute and spring summery, and I'm so obsessed. It's so good so far. I'm actually in love with it. That's my update. Can't wait to finish this. Great pick for a spring read.
Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music in my own paradise, waking up slowly in the morning with coffee in hand, looking out the window. The quiet cityscape brings peace to my heart. Today is a sweet day, enjoying my time alone, playing my favorite music.
Okay, I am back and have quite a few updates. First up, we never actually talked about this book, so I feel like we should just start out with talking about it. I ended up rating this book a 5-star. This was a reread for me. It's the second time that I've read this book. And interestingly enough, the first time that I read it, I gave it a 3-star, which like now finishing it, I'm like, what was I thinking? And I know what I was thinking because I read When in Rome and it got announced that this book was coming out, and I was like, oh my gosh, Annie is like my favorite character. I was so excited for it. And then when it came out, I think it just like literally wasn't what I was expecting it to be. And so then I was just kind of like disappointed, and that definitely impacted my rating. But like now I'm like, I can't believe that I rated this lower than a 5-star. I can't believe like to jump from a 3-star to 5-star is kind of crazy. Like not even 4-star. Normally I feel like when I change ratings it's like maybe by half a star, but to jump from a 3-star to a 5-star is actually crazy. But I absolutely love this book. I love Will and Annie. This is the second book in Sarah Adams' When in Rome series, and you're following Annie and Will, and Annie owns a flower shop in the small town of Rome, Kentucky, and Will is a bodyguard, and his like pop star that he's the bodyguard for we follow in book 1, and she is now in Rome, Kentucky. And so then he's also in Rome, Kentucky, and she ends up looking kind of like for a dating coach, and so then he ends up practicing with her to teach her how to date, and that's what's happening in this book. Highly recommend it. It's no spice. All of her books are just like cupcakes, and I always say that every time, but I absolutely love them. So good. Then obviously in the last update you guys saw that I was reading Picking Daisies on Sunday, and absolutely loving it, and can confirm still absolutely loved it. It was phenomenal. I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.25 or something. Like I'll explain the like tiny minor issues that I had with it later, but overall this book was so good. The yearning was so good. I absolutely adored these characters, and I felt like you could feel their chemistry so early on, and you just like wanted them together. And it was definitely a book that I felt like I couldn't put down. Like I went to bed, I think I said this before, like literally went to bed not even wanting to go to bed because I wanted to continue reading it. The only thing that I really kind of have a criticism about is that there were certain parts of this book that were like really poetic, and I loved it, and I thought that they were amazing moments, but it was almost like took me out of the story sometimes because it was just written very differently than the rest of the story was, and so it would come off kind of cheesy sometimes, and you're just like, ugh, I don't know how I feel about that. But for the most part, absolutely loved it. And again, they were really good lines, very poetic. Like, I loved the lines individually, but within the context of the story, it did just kind of like take me out of it a little bit. But very good. Would highly recommend this, especially for spring. Then after I finished that, I was kind of just in the mood for a really rom-com-y book. Like, after reading those two, I was like, very rom-com feels. It's just like I want to continue with the good vibes. And so I picked up The Rom-Commers by Katherine Center. So currently reading this one, currently loving it. I, again, already feel the chemistry with these two characters, and I specifically really, really love our main female character. And it's literally the perfect name for this book because it's so much like a 2000s rom-com. So continuing reading this one, I'm so excited, loving it so far. They're both screenwriters, but he's like a more famous one, and she's like really obsessed with him apparently. And so she gets the chance to like go write with him on this rom-com that apparently he has done horribly on. So that's what we're following so far, what's happening. Again, really just feels like a 2000s rom-com movie, and I'm obsessed. Hello friends, exciting update. I have finished this book, and it was so cute. This book was like near perfection for me. Like, I literally was on the road to giving it a 5-star. There was a few things near the end just with like how our main character treated her younger sister and things that she said to her that I was like, okay, it had me not rooting for her as much. But overall, I thought it was cute. I actually really loved this book. It was still highly recommend it. And I mean, the situation where she said things to her was just like a really stressful situation in general. She's a caretaker for her father, and so that's just like a really stressful position to be in, and so I can't even like imagine being in that scenario. So like, it was probably a valid crash out, to be honest. But yeah, no, everything about this book, it was so Katherine Center. It was like so fun, so well written, and I already said this last time, it literally just feels like a 2000s rom-com. Exactly what you expect from a rom-com, and I loved it. Okay, so with that being said, we have finished 1, 2, 3 spring books from my physical TBR, and they were all fantastic. This was a great reading vlog. I mean, like, I thoroughly enjoyed all these and would highly recommend all of them. So you should go check them out if you're looking for a little spring summer read. Also good. But with that being said, that will be a wrap on today's video. So I love you, Jesus loves you. Hope you guys have a great day, week, life, whatever it is, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.